All right, so as stated before, tonight's music links will be posted in the YouTube information box. I suggest you check the composer out. He's got over 200 videos. As last time, we'll be using Discord for our roles using the Avery bot. Is the Discord bot known as Groovy, and the map visualizations, if they are needed tonight, are from Map Tools, which is a free program from rptools.net. The newest version 1.5 has just come out. We have not upgraded yet. We'll talk about that at a later date, probably not on stream. But I highly suggest you check the program out if you don't like Roll20, Fantasy Grounds, any of that stuff. And donate to the creators, as it is a free program. Keep these kind of things going. So, last session, as I'm sure everyone in the chat remembers, Quirren had just put Alastair down for the big sleep temporarily. And while Alastair was taking his big sleep, Zane, you made a transaction with a watchmaker in the town of Ashbourne, interested in your clockwork amulet that you had obtained in a prior adventure. Receiving in your rise, an upgrade, the clockmaker went over to the fireplace and began tinkering in hopes of opening some sort of portal or discovering some sort of magic, and accidentally, instead of opening the portal to Mechanus, the outer plane of order, opened a portal to Limbo, the outer plane of chaos. Into the tavern was released a giant frog-like creature, which not only attacked you, but turned one of the citizens, Cassie the Carver, into another one of these large toad-like creatures. After disposing of the menace in the tavern, as well as waking up Alastair from quote-unquote the big sleep TM, you mingled around the bar, partook in some of the local alcohol, which had adverse effects for one Mo Milner, and just as things were about to wind down, a large stone bird was found outside the tavern, turning one of the patrons to stone and attacking the Devil's Advocates. In the midst of the battle, Quirren, you heard a loud clinking sound getting closer and closer and closer as the plate mail of the female Goliath mentioned prior was rattling as she ran closer and closer to the party, making a dramatic entrance in the battle. Greeting you, Quirren, you were informed that she was looking for you, to which Quirren replied, "Hello, mother." And that is where we left off. So, with that, Quirren, your sacred flame had just taken down this large stone bird. It's still slightly raining. You're all relatively tapped, and this large Goliath female stands before the party, not paying attention to the four of you, but definitely her eyes are on Quirren. She's about 2 to 3 inches taller than Quirren. Her hair is dark and matted back. You notice that she has tattoos on her resembling chains. In terms of armor, it's mainly leather strappings to provide slight modesty, but she is holding a large stone warhammer in her right hand. On her left arm, she has a absolutely massive turtle shell, about 4 feet in its diameter, polished to a beautiful shining gleam, though showing signs of patina and age. And on her back, she wears what can only be described as a cape, though it appears to be made of a very brilliant and reflective metal, almost resembling dragon scales. She looks down at Quirren. "So, you are a hard boy to track."
For a good reason.
"Not a good enough reason to avoid your mother, boy." She turns and looks at the rest of you. Back to Quirren. "I assume this is your entourage, your protectors?
I travel with them, yes.
What role do you play in this new tribe?
Healer.
Amicable.
Hmm.
Come, we have much to discuss. And she begins just walking into the bar.
What?
Quirren, is that your mother?
Yes.
I can see the resemblance.
You don't seem pleased.
I wanted to leave this place. Now she's here. I'm gonna start just
We
walking
could run
past
away
towards the
in the
bar.
Okay.
We could always run away in the middle of the night.
I do vote we leave this wretched place.
I.
Well, let's follow them and see what's going on. Suppose.
All right. You're all heading into the bar?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So walking into the bar, there's kind of a kerfuffle near the front door. You notice that the female Goliath has kind of walked just almost pushing through people as they're trying to leave now that the danger's gone. She's just kind of pushing through, kind of like shoulder bumping people, and people kind of have their heads down and they kind of look up and go, hey, because she's got probably a good foot on the tallest guy in the bar. As you guys walk in, you notice that people are trying to collect the stone pieces of the gentleman who had seen the large stone bird prior, who was ultimately petrified and shattered as he hit the floor. They're trying to collect him, and there's crying. This is the second death for the evening. You kind of get the vibe in the tavern that everyone's like, yeah, tonight's done. This is awful. As your eyes kind of leave that scene and look up, you notice the Goliath, the female Goliath, is just kind of sitting cross-legged, very quiet, in front of the fire. She kind of looks strangely at the smoldering boots that are left from the clockmaker, and just sits there, and she stares at the fire, and she just kind of waits.
There was a pile of food that people were trading for booze, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna go over through it, search through, just grab a bunch of random food, plop it on the
Okay.
table, and sit down.
Okay, you're at the table because she's sitting on the floor in front of the fire.
Nope, I'm at a table behind her.
Okay.
I'll
What are the rest of
join
you doing?
Quirren.
You're joining Quirren?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess, yeah.
Yep.
Joining Quirren. Joining Quirren.
I'll go stand behind the large Goliath woman.
Okay. She kind of sits. There's a beat. And in a booming voice, she goes, Quirren! Beside me.
Slowly push out my chair, slowly go over and just plop myself down.
There's an awkward silence. The rest of you notice this. You get the feeling this is not a happy reunion. As you sit there silently, you can feel the tension. Quirren, you know your mother. You know that she's strong, of few words, rarely upset, and rarely what's the word I'm looking for? Troubled. Really troubled by things. She kind of leans forward. She lets out a big sigh. You're probably wondering why I traveled all this way to find you.
It has crossed my mind.
Do not worry. You're a man. Though weak by our tribe's terms, you're still an adult, and you can carve your own path.
Then why are you
Quirren.
here?
Quirren, I come to you today to inform you that Teak Ukar is no more. I come here to tell you that you and I are now the last remaining members of the Yurlto tribe.
The entire tribe.
Yes.
Why?
There's a pause. She kind of shifts her weight, and you can hear the shuffling of the scale mail on her back. Shortly after you left, from the mountains, a band of orcs came. We have fought them off before, though our perennial enemies. Something had changed. They took many of us as for capture. Others were killed. I was left in the mud for dead. They didn't thieve. They didn't burn. They looked simply for blood.
If you don't mind me asking,
I
I'm Master, by
mind.
the way. My apologies. Back away. I'm a bit scaroused.
Just aroused, I like it. So, unfortunately, I traveled south looking for you. I believe perhaps I was even a bit ahead of you. I know my son, and I did not expect you to stop in any towns, but you must have.
There were things that had happened I had to take care of. Not used to traveling.
There's another awkward pause. She kind of really doesn't know what to say. About a minute goes by. She goes, I plan to go up to the Iron Golem Peaks. I plan to confront the tribe. And I plan to kill their leader.
I know you are a strong mother, but going against an entire tribe is a bit beyond you.
I have nothing left but my honor. Your father is dead, Quirren. I watched them kill him.
Or you are going to die just for your honor. It's foolhardy.
Under the teachings of Bane, there is only honor.
I'm sorry, what?
But
I said, under the teachings of Bane, Akron, the destroyer of primordials and demons, there is only honor. Orc.
You would do very well to leave right now.
She stands up.
I
she gets-
don't back down.
She gets chest to chest with you, and she's got like maybe 8 inches on you,
Yep.
just flexing. She looks
Cool.
down. And what are you going to do?
I will incinerate everything that you love.
I'd like to see you try.
As the entire tribe is already dead, there is nothing left to incinerate. Laster,
He-
shut up.
You couldn't
Point my
incinerate me if you
sword at
tried.
Quirren.
You have
She
been,
had-
I'm assuming you love your child, don't you?
He's strong.
I look over at him and go, eh.
Alastair, make an athletics check.
Oh boy, this is what I'm good at. Don't fail me now. Ah, shit.
Well, she rolled a 26. So
If I would have rolled an 18, I would have.
She shoves you. That's what she
Yeah.
rolled. She shoves you, and you fall like back. That'd be a shove action. For those who are wondering, it was first off, fire does not hurt the leader of the Yurlto tribe. We have been blessed by the dragons themselves, and me, as chieftain, wears the platinum mantle. I cannot be burned.
Why do you follow Bane?
Bane is strong. Bane cast out Groomsh. Bane teaches honor. I'm not sure your, she kind of pauses, qualm with the destroyer god. But I assure you, if you're a man of battle, he's probably not as bad as you think.
I know exactly how bad that Bane can be.
I'm gonna roll an insight check, actually. Just one sec here.
Okay.
She kind of looks at you and goes, perhaps in your circles, you know how bad the followers of Bane can be. But I assure you, Bane is simply the god of battle. Now, if you excuse me, I have a conversation to have with my son.
Maybe you don't realize the situation your god has put you in. He who he banished is now causing havoc. That's who leads your orcs that slaughtered your tribe.
Groomsh is long dead. If you refer to the false prophet, he is not Groomsh. He will never be Groomsh. He's nothing. And I will kill him myself.
That nothing slaughtered all your people.
The
Now
nothing
you
didn't slaughter. He sat on his throne up in the Iron Golem Peaks and waited.
You'll die just the same.
With honor.
There's no honor in a senseless death. Don't kid yourself.
Can I use divine sense to sense good and evil within 30 feet?
Ooh.
I'm not gonna say no.
So that's what I do.
Okay. Can you read me sense good and evil? Just so I'm 100% sure.
It's the spell detect good and evil. So if I read it off to you,
Yes, please.
it says 30 feet. For the duration, you know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, if you know there is a place or an object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated, the spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood.
Nothing. Just thinking here. Read off the types at the beginning there for me again.
You can sense anything
Aberration.
you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead.
Yep.
What was it? Aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend.
Ooh, that's a toughie.
And it's actually within 60.
60 feet? Nothing initially pings you. Yeah, no. Sorry, I'm just looking over my notes here, just to be sure that I'm not keeping something from you. No. Nothing tips you off. You're not getting any little GPS pings.
All right, I just
It's
kind
fair.
of keep a very stern eye on. What was her name again? Sorry.
You didn't catch it.
Oh, okay. The large Goliath woman.
Yes, the large Goliath woman. Keeping an eye on her. Okay. But yes. So, unfortunately, Quirren, I know I marched to my death. I just came to inform you that you have no home to go to. I do not know why you left. Perhaps Traker knew, but I did not.
Why else does one travel the world but to come back stronger?
Amicable. She kind of surveys the room, and at this point, the rest of you, I'm sure you've probably noticed, the tavern has cleared out relatively quickly. Karamat, the Dragonborn barkeep, is kind of pushing chairs in. He looks pretty flustered. Kind of calls over, goes, "Hey, you six, you guys need anything else tonight? I'm gonna be a little busy trying to clean up this disaster."
No.
All right. Well, if you need any more cider, you especially there, pointing to you, Mo, because you especially, because you seem to like it, just let me know. And he just kind of goes about his business. And she kind of sits there and, "Do you have any questions for your mother, Quirren? This may be the last time you see me."
I've grown up in your shadow for many years. I know you, know how you work. There is no questions. Just sorrow. You go out to die for no reason. All you know is dead, then you go to throw yourself at the wall to simply die. There is no point in this.
Make a persuasion check.
I as a player would love to give disadvantage on that, but I'm not going to.
12.
Well, what do you suggest? You say I marched to my death for no purpose.
Yes.
What would you suggest I do?
Instead of going straight to him, straight to this army that is going to kill you. Find their enemies. Find those that they have hurt, that they have killed already. Find an army. Find more people. That way you can attack, have numbers, and die with honor. That way there is a fair fight. Not one of you against so many more.
Who taught you this bravery? Quirren, I know would have ran.
Maybe your son has changed.
No. I have been taught many things, and I know what father would have wanted. Not to see you die alone.
Had to clear my throat, so this comes through very clearly. I do believe my son has changed. Quirren, I've heard of your exploits in Briarglen. Your little friend talks very highly of you.
Ooh.
Where did you see him last?
South of the town in the fields. Said he was leaving. Said he was running. said I shouldn't do what he was doing. Then he said he'd seen a Goliath before. Of course, it was you. Told me of the exploits. Tricking a devil. Killing spiders. Demons. If my son, my, bless you, but very unique son, can do all those things, then surely I can kill one pathetic orc.
I'm gonna motion back to the other people who've listened to this conversation. Once again, not alone. If I was, I would have died quicker than anyone else. You know that.
She kind of sighs. Perhaps I'll think on it. However, with me marching to my death, that but means one thing, Quirren. You realize that. And she reaches up to her neck, and she unclasps the cape. She pulls it off of her, and she puts it on your shoulders. Wipes her hands clean, goes, "You should take pride in being the first male chieftain of the Yurlto tribe, and soon to be last surviving member." John, I'm gonna send you that item card
Fuck.
right now.
What's it called?
The Platinum Mantle.
Oh, I fucking want it so bad!
Oh, just
Okay,
wait,
carry on.
John, you might want to read this out to everybody.
Yep, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
My heart is racing. You guys have no idea.
Alright. A cape crafted out of platinum scales, gifted to the Yurlto tribe by the gold dragons of the Iron Golem Peaks for their faith and loyalty. While wearing this cape, you gain a +2 bonus to AC and strength. This can raise your strength above 20. You are resistant to fire damage, and you can understand and speak Draconic. In addition, you can stand on and walk across molten rock as if it were solid ground. These effects do not take effect until the wearer is blessed by a metallic dragon.
I need it! I mean, carry on.
You understand the importance of that trinket, yes?
Yes, mother.
You'll have to go to the peaks and find a dragon. They're shy, but they'll recognize the mantle, and they'll know it's time.
You've spoken with dragons.
Yes, we live in the mountains.
He's a bit crazy for the platinum one.
Bahamut, an old friend of Bane.
I am a disciple of Bahamut. He saved me from Akron of Bane and his doing.
Perhaps not saved you, but perhaps found a path more suited to your desires.
He is not
There
very
is-
smart.
Bless him. Orc.
Half orc, thank you.
Half orc. She kind of chuckles at you, Quirren. Truly, there's very few gods that you can call evil. Those that are evil seek to twist and mold people, lie to them, grant them magic, whisper in their ear.
Murder loved ones.
That too. I do not know what god the false prophet in the mountains serves, as Groomsh is long dead. And once a god dies, a god dies. Perhaps I'll find out when I go to meet him. She kind of pauses. Quirren, have I ever told you the story of this shield?
I don't believe I was listening if you did.
Not one of your sacred scrolls, understandable. The Atagatis bulwark was the shell of a turtle rival of a former chieftain. Your great-great-great-grandmother. They fought for years. Each hesitant to strike the killing blow. They enjoyed the fight. Your great-grandmother, one day, decided it was time to end the bloodshed in a fit of fury, and struck down Atagatis. In Atagartist's final words, she told your ancestor to use her shield for protection, and that she would always be with this tribe. At that moment, your ancestor realized that perhaps they weren't bitter enemies, but simply rivals. She mourned, and to this day, this shield follows whoever needs it. I'd pass it on to you, but I feel like I need that story in my heart as I go forward.
Just don't go at them directly. If you are going to do this, don't go shouting and screaming like you do.
Your family lies with the Raven Queen.
Look over at Mo.
I said the Raven Queen, not some drunken human.
The rest of the family is dead.
Yes. She kind of looks back. For reference, it was a big family. The oldest of 12.
So, Quirren's the oldest of 12.
No,
In your-
Quirren is my only son. I'm the oldest of 12.
It was a big
Huh.
tribe.
No, it's not very. It's big in your heart, I'm assuming.
She kind of looks at you bemusedly. Just, do you know how big a number 12 is? It's after 11 and before 13.
So
Those are
don't know if you
two-digit
can count or
numbers.
not.
I meant. Never mind. I was trying to go all sentimental, and you kind of.
You've already proven to be a kind of a dick.
Hmm. And not
I've
the good
never-
dick either.
Ugh.
Your mother's seen good dick in her time.
Don't want to know. That's disgusting.
His mom's seen big dick.
She
Michelle
didn't say
was
big.
pleased.
She said good.
I've met a lot of people in my time, and you are maybe one of the only people that can appreciate battle as much as me. But, and I'm sure you are much older than I, but
Well, how old are
Even
you?
I am
I'm not that old. How old do you think I am, boy?
I don't know the lifespan of a Goliath.
Take a guess.
It's more than a month.
Oh, look at this. This one knows how long a month is.
Why does everyone keep thinking I'm absolutely retarded? I don't get it.
Take a guess. How old do you think I am? My youngest sister is 29.
You've got to be like 68.
35, 40?
Wow.
I don't know.
Look at that.
Whoa, wow.
Eden assumes I'm in my later years. Prick.
But what I was getting at is that surely you are smart enough to know that not all people can handle revenge.
First off, I am smart enough. Secondly, don't call me Shirley.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I saw my shot. I had to take it.
I am
God damn it.
fully endorsing her going and killing herself now. Fuck it.
Well done.
Let's leave this silly place.
No. You're not leaving this place. From what I saw coming in, there's blood on the floor. There's a man turned to stone and shattered. She kind of pauses. The bird.
Yes, it was very large, made of
Where
stone.
the fuck did that thing come from?
That thing came from the false prophet himself. It's called a Goliath hunter. And there's more.
So was it following Quirren or you?
I believe it was following me, however, passing over this town, it smelt Goliath and waited.
Great. Now we have giant rockbird following us.
Calling it a rock is quite the pun. See, us Goliaths, we enjoy puns. Quirren not so much, but wordplay is funny to me.
There's a reason why we didn't talk much.
Also, that you stuck with the males and did your cooking, your basket weaving.
I was supposed to do. I was small. I couldn't
It's
exactly
what
go
all
into battle.
males do. The women go into battle.
There we have it again, not having a strong female daughter. Fuck.
Is Bane with you, my son?
Always.
A look of fiery intensity over at Quirren.
Hey, Quirren.
Yep.
Deception check.
Yep.
What? Deception? Oh, sh...
Fuck!
Ooh.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to actually roll an insight for that one. Whew, that's a natural 13.
Fuck!
She kind of turns to you. Do you follow someone else? I sense your trepidation. Make it very clear. Bane is a god of war. You are not a warrior. If you worship another god, then let that god be with you, and let them guide you through this life.
It is the best I could do. I could not be the warrior of the tribe. I sought out what I could.
I've always understood that, Quirren. Though I was hard on you, please understand, as chieftain, I can't be hard on the tribe and easy on my own son.
It would have been better if we were talked like this more. Before all of this.
Probably. You're my only son. My mother had 11 other chances after me. Well, 10. There was twins, you know. Grotus and Raphrim, obviously. But I only treated you how Venice treated me. John, don't worry, I'll give you a family tree later.
Yeah, no worries.
Perhaps I'll stay the evening. Rest. She turns back to your compatriots. You all look like you've seen many battles. And you all fucking stink.
You are such a people person, aren't you?
Hmm.
I can see where it gets it. Well, I bid you Good night, I suppose.
All right. She kind of turns to you, Zaz. You there.
Yep.
Where did you learn to call lightning from the sky like that?
Oh, it's something I just picked up on my travels.
Hmm. And you, looking at Zane, where did you learn to cast energy of that color?
I'm a book reader.
It's the same energy that pulses through the false prophet's hands.
I kind of look at my hands and I look back at her.
I highly doubt the false prophet of the orcs is a book reader. Interesting. But you there, Battle 1, looking at you, Mo.
Mm.
Where did you learn to fight with such ferocity?
I spent most of my life in the fighting pits. I know nothing but battle.
I had a brother in the fighting pits. Do you know a Fomtor?
Would I, Tanner? Oh.
Actually, yes. Remember earlier we discussed that one Goliath that you did fight?
Okay, yeah.
If you recall, his name started with an F.
I fought one once.
Did you win?
Did I win?
You're here,
Pro-
aren't you?
You're here.
Okay, well, I don't, you know.
Yeah.
Gladiator fights to the death. Did I win?
More like, you know, like,
That's fair.
Did I straight up murder him, or did the crowd, like, let him live? Like, you know.
You could lie and I wouldn't know.
That's true.
Fomtor was much like Quirren here. Little bit on the smaller side. Wanted to be a warrior. Quirren, I don't believe you ever had that aspiration.
No.
Well, your uncle Fomtor did. And he went to the capital. And he willingly entered the gladiator pits. Unheard of. We never heard from him again. By the sounds of it, you're a good ginger friend here. Put an end to your uncle's life.
And he died with honor.
Exactly.
Not to be rude, but and it has been a number of years, but that battle wasn't. I didn't exactly.
I suggest
walk
letting
away.
stories become legends and legends become myths.
Very well. Oh, just a warning. Don't drink the alcohol here.
Why?
You see nothing but dead people.
I'll take 2 pints of your alcohol, please.
Oh no.
You'll have to walk behind the bar.
Son of a bitch. She gets up and just heads behind the counter, and she pours it out.
I look at Quirren and I go, I'm sorry.
And she's just downing it. I feel nothing.
Keep going.
Still nothing. She's going on her 3rd one.
What's her fucking constitution? God damn.
A lot.
37.
Perhaps I need to be not on a full stomach. Well, with that, I'm very tired. Lots of walking. It's been a while since I've had a bed. Quirren, I will be bunking with you.
Okay.
Lead the way.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take her upstairs.
All right.
Bye, Mom.
Uh,
Bye, Quirren's mom.
it's Bahnoon. And she follows Quirren upstairs.
Well, you could have just taken him as another son or something. I don't know.
I know, he's tall and purple. Strange.
I'm
So-
already in bed, so.
You're in bed. Quirren and his mom are in bed. That just leaves Zaz, Mo, and Zane at the table. Empty bar. Still a mess. Karamat's kind of zipping around, cleaning stuff up.
Family reunions, eh?
Definitely wasn't expecting this. But, you know, I guess that's really it for me this evening. I'm just gonna go to bed.
Lester really hates Bane. Alas, you went to bed, right?
Yeah, Laster's in bed.
Yeah.
Zaz, you're heading to bed?
Yep.
Okay.
Zane's heading to bed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mo?
I'm gonna head to bed.
Just Mel.
All right.
I'm gonna wait like a good 4 hours.
Okay.
Get up and go downstairs and see if I can find a couple of bottles of this alcohol.
Okay. Before we get to that, first, Zane.
Uh-oh.
As you bunk in for the night, I assume you kind of strip down, get yourself a little bit more comfortable, climb into bed. You find yourself falling asleep as suddenly there's a and there's a heavy book on your chest.
God damn it.
You've got mail.
I open the book.
The book says, "An interesting evening."
I guess.
The book responds to that with, "That wasn't a question, that was a statement. I see you have a new traveler to your pack."
I don't say anything.
There's a beat. The text disappears. And then it simply spells out 2 words. Kill her.
But why?
Book's gone.
I can't get back to sleep that night.
Don't say that. I'll only give you a short rest. Quirren,
Yep.
you're in your room with your mom.
Yep.
How is your evening sleep arrangement occurring tonight?
Trying to do what I normally do with shoving the bed in front of the door, but
Mhm.
she's not having any of it.
Nope. No, she's not. Nope. Why would you put bed in front of door? Fire hazard.
Fire hazard. Because there are many things, many people, there are lots of stuff going on, and we need to be safe just in case.
Perhaps confinement and being trapped is in itself its own danger, Quirren.
There is a window we can jump out.
The 10-foot tall glass is gonna pencil knife.
She kind of stands there for a second and goes,
I want fit.
"Red source? I actually, that's well done. Yes. Very few people come in and out of windows, am I right?"
Exactly. That is why you put the door in front, or the bed in front of the door, so that way nobody can come in, try and take your stuff while you sleep.
That's excellent.
Fucking
Except for
bird.
the fact that you have giant birds made of stone hunting you, and they fly, and windows are off the ground. Not so clever now, is it, little one?
Sleep all you want?
She drags the bed back to where it's supposed to be. All the rest of you in your rooms, all you hear is as just it's like the worst neighbors you've ever had.
Then after that, I'm just gonna slump in front of the door.
Also effective. I shall have the choking on a fruit gusher. Okay. Oh my god. God damn. That hurt like a lot. Ow. Oh my god. I'm now dead. Rocks fall, Tanner dies.
Gushers.
Real,
Gushers.
Tanner, real quick.
Yes.
What kind of bird was it you said? Is it stone or was it a rock one?
It's made of stone.
Oh, okay.
It's large birds are called. Oh Christ, he's got a meme.
God damn it.
Acceptable. All right.
Rockbird.
So she kind of lies down, says, "It's been a while since I've had a bed. The last bed I had, your father and I, well." What, Quirren? Have you not? Yurlto, you need to repopulate. You need to find you a woman.
There is no more Goliath woman. They're all dead.
Who said anything about a Goliath?
Going to be
Half
one of our last
Goliath,
conversations.
baby.
I swear to God, mother.
When am I going to be grandmother?
Long after you're dead.
Well, realistically, considering that could be within the week.
Well, I don't know about gestation for half Goliath babies, but even then, long past that. Again, at your time, get more people, attack. Very simple. Just sleep. I have had a very long day.
Perhaps we should sleep. But we still need to get your Goliath dicky sticky. Your mother will help you with that. And she kind of rolls over, and that's the last thing she says to you for the night.
Oh God, why? That's hilarious.
And then I fall asleep against the door.
Zaz and Mo, is there anything you guys want to do before you pass out for the night?
No, I'm good.
You're good, Mo?
Really, just
Okay.
going to sleep. Still shit faced.
All right, Alastair. What are you doing?
Alastair would like to sneak down.
Okay.
Not terribly stealthy, just going down there. I don't have any armor on or anything, and I get a couple bottles of this alcohol.
Okay. Kind of going
Because-
down into the tavern there. You notice Karamat is asleep at one of the tables. It looks like he's maybe like 15/16 done cleaning everything up. Like he's almost there, and he sat down for a second and just passed the fuck out. Choking on a fruit gusher. So are you looking to steal these bottles of alcohol?
Well, it wouldn't be stealing because we get free alcohol now.
Are you looking? I phrased that wrong. Are you looking to go about this without waking him up?
Yeah, I am.
Are you still wearing your armor?
No.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Oh boy, not in random fun. There we go. Oh, just D20. Hey!
Oh, you are the knight.
Yeah.
You sneak by, like Scooby-Doo tiptoe sound. You go behind the bar, and there's several casks. They're about maybe 1.5 liters, stopped with a cork at the top, dark glass.
I'd like to take 3.
3 casks. Yep, that's easy enough.
As I pass by Karamat, I just like to whisper a prayer to Bahamut to watch over him and keep him safe.
Are you doing this stealthily?
Yes. I'm very
Make a
silently. Make
Make
another
a
stealth check?
stealth check with disadvantage because now you're whispering in his ear and you're carrying 3 bottles of booze.
Okay. Alright. 13? No, wait, 5. It's 5.
5. So as you kind of have the bottles, ching, 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 you kind of start whispering in his ear, and he kind of opens one eye, and you're like 6 inches from his face. He goes, buddy there, I get it. You're a big fan of dragons, but, you're not my type. You could, kindly not kill me, or whatever else you were imagining.
I was praying to Bahamut, watch over you, and keep you safe.
Oh, that's real sweet.
Good night.
He kind of follows you as you go up the stairs. It's like, as you get to the top of the stairs, you just kind of hear him. Damn fanboys.
Once I get to my room, I would like to take... this is gonna be bad, because I need this long rest real bad. I would like to take a good, healthy drink.
Okay. Make a constitution check.
Boy. Con's pretty good.
Con saving throw, sorry.
Okay. Please be bad. Fuck!
You don't feel shit?
I'll take one more healthy drink because I'm trying to get the effects to work.
Con saving throw.
Oh man. No.
You're not feeling anything. It's pretty strong. It's good. But you're not drunk.
Maybe another time. And I'll kind of pack it away with my stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna say each of those casks contains 5 drinks.
Okay.
Okay, so you can put down 13 more pints of corpse fruit cider.
Sure.
Okay. That's the second time I've had to add a quantity of drinks in a large vessel of alcohol.
Hey, the other one burnt down.
Yeah, I know. What a waste. Gesundheit.
Gesundheit.
All right.
Go fuck yourself. Sorry.
With that, you all awaken. 8 hours later, Alastair, 8 hours later. As in, everyone else slept 12 hours. Alastair, you only got the 8.
Okay.
Go ahead, I'm giving you all your long rest. After the last couple sessions, you all earn that. And there's not a chance in hell anyone is sleeping less than 8 hours.
Yeah, fuck.
Realistically.
That fucking
Take your long rest, get your spell slots back, your maximum hit points go back up to maximum.
Woo!
And with that,
Your boys back.
we're going to take the first break of the evening.
Yep. And we're good.
All right. Welcome back. So, with you all now have taken your long rest, you wake up feeling refreshed. Your wounds have healed. You feel as if anyone's magical power has returned to you. Quirren, you wake up to your mother just sitting on the bed, staring at you.
It's not creepy. Ugh. Good morning, Mother.
Well, unfortunately, somebody decided to sleep in front of the door, so I wasn't going to jump out of the window to escape.
Why not? It looks fun. I'm getting up.
Do I look like someone who enjoys fun?
Open the door. You do love your puns.
Puns are fun. They are fun on the bun. And she just goes out the door. Goes downstairs. I can hear you all cringe, by the way.
I didn't cringe.
What are the rest of you doing? Just getting up?
Say I'd probably be downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd probably be downstairs too. I don't need a whole lot of sleep.
So, As kind of expected, the tavern's relatively empty, with the exception of Karamat, as you all slowly, one by one, in Quirren's case, by two, um, come downstairs. You all sit at a table, and Karamat has your food ready. It appears to be fish grilled like on the bone, so it still has like the head and the tail attached. Just, just, uh, just kind of grilled for the sake of being grilled. There's some potatoes, and what appears to be like almost like a broccoli salad. It's not what you'd expect for breakfast, but it works. Bahnoon just kind of grabs the fish by the tail and just
Oh God.
And
Hell
just
yeah,
sucks it all
gonna
off.
slowly pick at it next to
Hell
her.
yeah, Bahnoon.
Is Zane saying this?
No, no.
Please, Zane, say it.
The answer is most definitely no.
You can call me mommy.
Oh,
Fuck you, Jordan.
Alastair, scaroused.
Scare out. Yeah. Zaz, is that the face you're making?
Yep.
She
Oh,
kind of looks at
no.
you and goes, it was good.
I'm hungry too. And I'm gonna go eat food.
That's I'd assume. So as you all pick at your food slowly, Bahnoon is just shoveling food in her mouth, just like full on Goku eating.
Oh
You know
gosh.
what I mean? It's
Fix
gone
the
and
glass,
like,
it shatters.
yeah. Just, mm.
Just for reference, Mora eats what you'd assume like Vikings at a table.
Yeah,
too,
just
where it's
savagery.
it's kind of, it's not total savagery, but like if there's cutlery, he's not paying attention. Like
Fair
just
enough.
Totally with his hand.
So as you're all eating, Karamat kind of walks up. So, last night sure was something.
Were there any more people that were hurt?
Well, there was the one woman, Laurel. She was scratched up pretty bad, but she was taken to our local healer here in town, and that wound closed up pretty quick.
Poor Yanni.
Yes, Michelle, thank you. However, I'm sure you're all aware there was 2 casualties last night.
Yes, I believe we were there.
Yeah.
What do you mean 3? The tiny gnome that exploded.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where he went. Okay.
He opened that portal that let that frog thing.
Okay.
fuck that was.
That would okay. There was kind of a search for him this morning. We weren't sure if he was picked up and taken off, but
It was quite fast.
was there a body? Because nothing was ever found.
I think it was just his shoes, if I recall.
Well, the body is actually fairly important. To that brings me to my next point. I've been instructed to tell you you're all formally invited out to the Bone Orchard earlier this afternoon. In the daylight, don't worry. We will be burying the remains of both of Cassie and of Trent in the Bone Orchard. It's a town-wide event, so I won't be here. I strongly suggest you all make an appearance as the saviors of Ashbourne. It's not a happy situation, but you will all be honored guests, and I believe there will be spoils. So, look forward to that. He just kind of walks off and goes about his business.
Well, I believe it should be our honor to fulfill the request. What do you guys think? Same?
I guess.
Exactly the kind of enthusiasm I was hoping for.
Let's do it.
Hey, a funeral!
Well, I mean, we sort of caused it. Probably a good idea for us to be there.
I would actually say that we stopped it from being a bigger funeral.
Yeah, we didn't kill anyone.
Bahnoon is just kind of sitting there. So, I was aware of the bird. What happened before the bird?
The rift. There have been problems with the rifts to other dimensions. One, I believe he was trying to go to Mechanus, but I don't know, was it Limbo?
I have no idea, but what was the thing that came out? Was it a giant toad? Very big
Blue
claws.
frog. It was blue and very large, and
At this point, Bahnoon kind of tenses up. Was it tall and green or blue or
There was a
red?
blue one and a red one.
The blue one made the red one. And scratched me and scratched another girl.
Which one scratched you?
The red one.
And you restored yourself?
I healed last night. Something
Did
told me
you
red
cast? Did you cure yourself?
Oh? Why?
Quirren, when I asked to be a grandmother, this is not what I expected.
what are we?
I'm sorry,
I
what?
don't mean to be rude, but I think we are missing a piece here. What do you know that we don't?
Slads are beings of pure chaos. When a blue slad strikes something, it turns it into a red slad. And when a red slad strikes something, it poisons it. And then months later, whatever was poisoned becomes a slad.
You know, I'm pumping a cure wounds into myself.
Okay. No,
I-
you do not understand. It takes a lot more powerful magic than that. You need to see. You need to see a better healer than this. Otherwise, you're going to be a giant frog creature. Who else was hit by this creature?
Doral. Bit small
And
at
where
Tabrador.
Have none of you ever experienced slads?
This is
No,
the first time for me.
It to be
Slide
fair,
Kitty.
it just jumped out of another dimension. So
Hmm. Well, the good news is you have time. We need to find Laura. Perhaps she'll be at this funeral. Might be our best interest to go.
what sort of healer do we need?
A strong healer. You'll probably find one in one of the larger cities.
Well, I suppose we don't want our lovely Goliath friend turning into a weird frog thing.
We most certainly do not.
Would he retain his humanity?
No.
Healer
Yes,
it is.
I believe we should get a healer then, yes.
Well, we have time. We go show our respect for the dead. Something that I did not myself have the privilege of doing. You will all make an appearance. It's what heroes do.
Well, what do we do until then? Do we go around this wretched, god-awful town?
The market isn't even open yet, so we can't even buy or sell anything.
Actually, you hear Karamat, he goes, the market will be, the stalls will be put out later tonight, and then, it's tomorrow. So, you can have the funeral today and go in for trades tomorrow, if you've got the time. Lots of Corpseford cider. You'll all love it.
Question, Karamat.
Hmm.
Is there a way to make the cider's effects work faster or better?
Why on earth would you? Never mind.
Probably the same reason that Mother
Screw you,
Delilah-
Michelle.
I saw that. Okay, so, God damn Anti-Vax. Oh fuck, we got viewers now. So you want? Okay, I'm trying to think the best way here. Well, as far as I understand, if you want the effects to take place, you just have to kind of submit using the variant 5e rules where you purposely choose to fail a saving throw.
Oh, thank you, Karamat. You're very, very knowledgeable.
I was trying to think the best way to explain
That works.
Let's just-
I think.
explain the in system.
Kick down that little fourth wall just a little.
A little bit. Fuck that fourth wall.
All right. I suppose I could use that later today.
I was just kind of rummaging in my bag, seeing like the possible things that I could go, and I just kind of like pull out those handful of teeth. I was like, maybe I can do something with this. And just
I'm sure
kind of-
somebody wants teeth.
How big are those teeth? Just like
Normal.
the
Oh, what, the Otiok teeth?
yeah, that's the
Oh,
yeah,
they're
that's-
like. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant like. Oh, never mind. Okay. I thought Otiok teeth are approximately, I don't know, 1.5 feet long.
Oh my god.
they're just kind of in my belt.
Yeah. Probably use them as a improvised weapon if you so choose. Bahnoon's like, well then, perhaps we go about the town.
I suppose I would like to say after a night of rest and not being, hurt off my ass, Quirren, I would like to apologize for levying your life against your mother.
You also tried to attack a very small man just for not answering questions earlier. You might want to get that checked.
My rage does overtake me from time to time, and I am working on it. But I have found that it does get me out of trouble. It gets me into trouble, but it gets me out of it as well.
Fair, but
I-
I'm happy you didn't attack, otherwise my mother would have crushed her head.
I
True. I would have crushed your head.
And to you, Bahnoon? I overheard? Did I? No. I can't remember.
No, you're already upstairs at that point. Same with the
Okay.
reveal that I'm not a follower of Bane.
Mrs.
Yeah.
Yurlto?
I would also like to apologize, and I know that everyone has different faiths, and I can't make you not follow what you believe in, but hopefully you see the way that I see eventually.
So what you're saying is, I'm sorry I was a dick, but I still think I'm right?
Now, when you say it like that, it doesn't sound very good.
No, it does not.
It's the thought that counts.
For someone who fancies himself incredibly charismatic, you certainly do not have a way with words.
I am very handsome, though, aren't I?
No.
Damn it.
Oh, thank you, mother. That felt good.
I bet it did. Anywho, perhaps we should make our way to this bone orchard.
Look around. Oh,
I-
B1, there is a very small albino child. Do not let her touch you.
Albino child?
He likes to scream and run.
She's got white
She
hair
sees things.
and red eyes. But you honestly, you should. She's very nice. She says wonderful things, except for our boy Quirren here.
Yeah, he made her scream.
I didn't make her scream. She's touched me and ran.
Yeah.
Quirren, do we need to have a discussion in terms of...
I did not do anything to that.
He didn't do
Child
anything
seems to
appropriate.
be
I
some
believe.
sort of
No, just
mystic
being
who's
aware, I
here.
understand how the human priests work, so just making sure the Goliath ones do not follow suit.
Oh no no no!
Did you really just bring kid
Yes, he
diddling into
did.
the world?
And
It's just him kid diddling.
And with that, goodbye, Twitch partnership.
What
Yeah.
partnership?
We have a partnership?
Yeah,
No, we
right.
don't.
No. And now we never will.
All right, with that, it's time for us to. My God, I'm a horrible human being. Oh.
You're also a
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
terrible Goliath.
You know what? You know what? Fuck you. All right. Well, with that, let us go. And she stands up, and it's like instead of the chair kind of creaking back a little bit, it's like as it's just blasted behind her. Ooh, sorry, little chair made of wood. Not.
Don't worry, I have destroyed many things. Towns are not used to us.
I highly doubt your little arms have destroyed many things.
Actually, he's proven quite useful in battle.
Actually, I was talking to my son, not to you.
Fair enough.
Off we go, all of you. Off to the funeral.
He is very used to taking charge. Sorry. Get up from the table.
Zane kind of makes sure he's in the last of the group.
All the chairs come out at once.
Yeah, it's actually gonna be relatively soon. If you don't know where to go, just follow the stream of people. Don't follow the kids though. We send the kids off somewhere else, so we don't subject them to.
Alastair, follow the kids.
I'm not following any children. I'm not a babysitter. Although, unless they're doing something sinister, but I doubt it.
They actually just go swimming.
Oh. I
Mm.
hope they have fun.
Well, that's the goal.
Unless
Alright.
they do something sinister with this.
Swim sinisterly.
Look at that one splashing that motherfucker.
Drown each other.
Smite!
Splash!
Yeah.
It's just the kid floats to the top.
Oh god.
Oh man. So
Anyway,
with that,
go to the funeral.
Yep,
With
just
that,
follow the procession.
Bahnoon leaves the Will-o'-the-Wisp Tavern, leaves you out into Ashbourne. It's a lovely day. Judging by the sun at this point, you can kind of guess it's approximately maybe 9-10 in the morning. It's kind of hazy out. The sun's hot, but it's not beating down. And as you're walking through the town, you notice people are coming out of their doors, and they look kind of dressed up and very, very solemn, all looking very sad. They're kind of all moving in one direction to the east, so you kind of follow. And as you're following, you notice at one of the houses that you walk by, there seems to be a team of maybe 3 to 4, maybe 5 men, with going in and out of a house, just grabbing things and putting it on a cart, a very well-made cart, presumably made of ash. And they're just kind of loading things up, and there's boxes and there's bags. They all look very, very solemn. They all have a dress that matches. It looks very official, very ceremonial. It comes off as odd, and as you walk by one of them, Zaz is you notice is the gentleman that you spoke to at the tavern the night before, who was having a conversation with his wife, Evandra's father.
Hmm.
He kind of puts a hand up and waves and goes back to his business. They're all loading. As you slowly make your way closer and closer to the bone orchard, the crowd begins to grow, and you notice up ahead there seems to be an elderly woman, human, probably in her 60s to 70s, dressed in like one of those 1920s bathing suits, that like covers the ankles. She's like, "All right, kids over this way, everyone this way." And you notice that kids are like, okay, bye, mommy, and they're running off, and they're going off to kind of gather and congregate. She's got a little rope, and they're all supposed to hold on. It looks very much like a preschool day outing. And you walk in, and for the first time, you lay eyes up close to the bone orchard. As you walk in, the smell of corpse fruit fills your nose. And there's trees as far as the eye can see. A very thick trunk with almost closer to gray than brown bark, leading up to a set of leaves of a very, very pale green. On some of them, you see sprouting flowers of a bluish purple hue that is presumably going to turn into a corpse fruit. You follow the solemn congregation through the orchard, and as you get further and further in, you start to notice patches of dirt around the base of trees where grass hasn't fully filled in. And as you get closer and closer, the patches stop having grass on them at all, start becoming mounds, and you presume that this is where the bodies are buried. And you're led to a tree, and everyone kind of circles around it. You all stand there silently as you note there's 2 holes dug in a vertical fashion. They're approximately maybe 2.5 feet in diameter. An elderly man kind of steps forward. Unfortunately, there's not much to say here today. We'd like to wish our dear friends, Cassie and Trent, safe passage into the afterlife, and may the Wild Mother grant them the rest they have so dutifully earned. And with that, the remains are brought up. Trent is still made of stone, so he's still got the same look, minus the fact that his one arm has snapped off, and a couple fingers on the other hand is gone, and his nose is smashed. He looks like a very old statue, and he's lowered in first. And then there's a shape wrapped in a very fine gray fabric that you assume to be the mutilated remains of Cassie that are then placed into the second hole. Zaz, you understand the next bit because it's actually in Elvish. Essentially, it's a whole verse I'm not going to get into. Just asking for safe passage from the Wild Mother, and that their life force may be absorbed into the tree so that they one day may be reborn as fruit and consumed by the people of Ashbourne, so that they may visit us whenever we are in our happiest of spirits.
Oh, okay.
Can I get everyone to make a perception check, please?
See how perceptive I am today.
Liberty!
Let's double check.
13.
Oh,
And then I'll roll 1 for Bahnoon. She doesn't hear shit. Actually, Zaz, you're the only one that hears this, but off in the distance, you swear, just faintly, you hear a With that, dirt is put over the corpses, and significantly less dirt has to go in Trent's hole because he's a rock, essentially filling up most of it. Mine down the gutter. They're buried, and they say, and now, as is tradition, the possessions of both Cassie and Trent will be placed at the base of this tree. They will be given to land. Those who need, please take, and those who do not, please leave. For those who may need to help elsewhere. And with that, 2 carts are brought up, and you kind of get the idea that Trent was a carpenter or some kind of carver or something, because there's a lot of planks of kind of like live edge slabs. A lot of those are placed at the base of the tree. There's a number of rusty tools, a couple small knives. There's a couple frames of a nice gold color, though they're kind of worn at the edge and it appears to be gold leaf. There's other effects such as clothing. There seems to be whatever food was left in his house is again put at the base of this tree. And on Cassie's side, knowing that she's a carver, you see large blocks of marble brought out. You see her carving tools, her knives. There's a kind of almost like a alchemist vial on a string that's actually giving off a really light blue glow. And just as everything's done, the last thing put on Cassie's side of the tree is a velvet bag. Maybe, I'm going to say, it's probably about 12 inches long and about 8 inches across. It's just heaping. And as it's carried over, you can hear the ting, 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 ting. Not the clinking of metal, but instead the clinking of stones. As the bag is just put on top. And you kind of hear the air of the crowd just go, because everyone realizes what's in that bag. With Cassie being a carver, she had carved all means of things. Stone, wood, unicorn horns, as well as gems. The old man stands for a second and goes, "So, with that, I suppose," and just as he says that, there's a off in the distance. Oh, fuck. And everyone kind of turns, and you see, coming over the hill, one child, then another child, then a third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, a seventh, an eighth, a ninth, as just a swarm of children are running down over the hill into the bone orchard, running from the woods. No sign of the elderly lady that was once with them. And they're all running, and they're like, "Mommy, Mommy!" It's just an absolute riot as people are trying to find their children. They're crying, they're screaming. Yep.
I told you they were gonna do something sinister there. What? My God, what? It doesn't look like they're swimming any longer.
Alaska, there's a time and a place.
That was funny. From what you can hear, everyone's kind of asking their children what's going on. You catch snippets. They're all in varying ages and they're all hysterical. So you get the occasional, "There's a woman up in the boat," very crazy like that. And then you get kind of the younger kids who don't really quite understand what was happening. It's like, "So there's a woman up by the lake, and she's like covered in metal and she's covered in red, and she made old Agnes float, and then she just kind of like exploded into red fireworks." You're getting various pieces of story. And eventually, Zaz, the man who had waved to you before, is looking lost. He's looking around. Evandra? Evandra, honey? Evandra?
Jason!
Alan!
Looking around. You guys are assholes. Looking around. You don't see the small albino child Evandra anywhere.
Which way on the map would the lake where they came from? Is that
So,
further to the east?
are you on the Ashbourne map?
Yeah.
So currently in the orchard, you're about here. Okay?
Okay.
So the lake they're referring to is just up over the hill and is kind of an offshoot of this river.
Oh, okay.
They're obviously not taken very far away, but you didn't really hear a commotion.
Well,
I'm
I
looking
suppose
at
that's our
this.
duty, isn't it?
As you say that, the town kind of looks and goes, "Yeah, we have heroes. Yeah, go get them, you guys." As you know, it's like, "Yeah, you go get them." What was your names again?
I believe they said they were the Devil's Advocates.
Yeah, Devil's Advocates. Go get them. Yeah, yeah. And there's kind of clapping. It's like, "Yeah, go get her."
I start walking.
As everyone's
Let's
just
go.
cheering you on.
Slowly
Quirren.
tromp away.
Quirren, as you leave, Bahnoon's kind of standing there, and she goes, "Yes, Devil's Advocates. Go get them. Make me proud."
You leaving?
No. I'm interested to see you return, though.
Okay.
Before
away.
I leave, may the great Silver Talon watch over you. And you're dead. And
Yeah! That guy! Yeah! Woo.
and turn around and leave, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
Real quick,
Yes.
I just want to quickly confirm something. So with the funeral, they just distribute the dead people's stuff, and if you need it, it's in the pile. If not, don't take anything.
Yep.
Right?
Yep, pretty much.
Were there weapons and armaments there?
From what you could... You know what? For the sake of this, I'm going to say make an investigation check.
Cool.
Because a lot of it was in boxes and stuff.
9.
From what you could tell, it was mainly craftsman's tools, clothing, other effects. This doesn't seem to be a battle town.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go head off with everyone else.
Okay. So walking up the hill, who does anyone have a passive perception above 15?
Yep.
Yes. No. Sorry, not perception.
Zaz, you do?
Mine's
I do.
13.
16.
Oh, 16. Okay. Wow. As you're walking up, it's a clear hill, but you kind of notice a bush. And as you walk by the bush and you look, you see 4 beady canine eyes staring out. And you see 3 hands and a stump stick out and kind of wave and then draw back in.
I'm the only one who sees it, right?
You're the only one who saw that.
And it's just off to the side?
Yep, just off to the side. Everyone else is just kind of walking. You just kind of glance over and you see the gnolls from earlier giving you a little wave.
I'm gonna wave back and keep on.
Okay. Oh boy. So, 1 second here. Walking over the hill, what you're greeted with is you can see the river off in the distance, and on the river there seems to be a probably about, if I was to hazard a guess, maybe 60, maybe no, it's probably bigger. It's probably about 100 feet across, kind of an offshoot of the river, and just above it, the hill kind of slants up, and there's this stone cliff, maybe about 15 feet above where the water is, and about 10 feet back. And walking through, you can see at the top of this cliff there's a fairly new building. One could say it resembles like a boathouse, kind of like when you go to a public pool and they have the kind of change room, bathroom, rental stall type thing. It's got a little shack up top there. And at the top of the shack, you see a woman, no larger than your average woman, but she's very pale. She's wearing a metal breastplate with metal that comes up her neck and ending at her jawline. She's got a helmet on with large devil-like horns out the sides, and she's wearing a cape very reminiscent of I'm just gonna say devil again. She's very devilish, if you will. And you kind of look and you can kind of see there's blood kind of strewn about on the grass and on the stones, which you assume to be the remains of old Agnes. And she's kind of standing out in front of the boathouse, looking around. Off in the distance, you can kind of see a tiny shock of white behind a tree. Just the tiniest shock of white. She kind of looks around. She just kind of gives a sniff to the air. She kind of backs up towards the boathouse, almost defensively. What would you all like to do?
Is there, like, is the water between us? Or, like,
You know, that is an excellent question. One that can be solved with a visual aid.
Ooh.
So, with that, I'd like to show you guys quite possibly the best map I've ever made.
Hell yeah! Map time!
I'm very proud of this one.
Ooh, nice shading.
Oh my god. This thing is
I've got one more
beautiful. Woo!
I'm always the last one to load in.
No, don't worry. I'm still waiting to.
I just loaded.
Yeah. Oh my god, Tanner. That's... Woo! Got goosebumps.
Fucking really good. Holy shit.
Could I get you all to make either Arcana or History checks? Zaz,
Okay.
advantage.
Ooh.
Hang on, shit.
Either Arcana,
Arcana
or History.
or...
Yeah, you get advantage on this, Zaz.
And they're both the same.
Well, they're both -1, so whatever.
Ah, crap.
Oh,
Actually, that's fine.
hey,
9.
Zane.
Zaz,
Hmm.
DC for this is 10.
Hey.
So
Nice.
congratulations for doing the bare minimum. The rest of you nowhere close, unfortunately.
I got a 10.
I was close.
Even Zane, because the DC for Zaz is different for this. Actually, you know what? Michelle, with a 19, yes. So these are going to be two different answers. Zaz,
Uh-huh.
this woman looks very similar in dress to someone you once saw at a circus.
Oh.
Zane,
Yep.
from that role, from everything you've read in terms of ceremonial garbs, religious sects, any kind of fashion statements, and through your excessive book learning, her style of dress and her way of carrying herself does not match anything you've ever read.
Ooh.
Can I interject with one little thing?
Yes.
Hi, Jack. Hi, Lisa.
Yes. Hello, everybody.
Ooh.
Hello.
We see you all in chat, as well as hello,
Lisa.
Dennis, as well. Got a text.
Oh, is
from him.
Dennis Elven Princess?
No, that's someone else.
That's Hayden.
Dennis is
Yeah.
all right. So with that, what would you all like to do?
Wave.
Wave at what?
The
Really?
woman. Yeah, just waving at her.
She kind of looks at you, and she kind of looks over your group. And what do we have here? We appear to have 4 common folk and a garbage man.
Don't say that about a Laster.
Where is
Hey!
she?
Wait,
What's that?
whereabouts?
Whereabouts on the map
Whereabouts
is
is
she?
She's this. She's
She on
very
the
small.
roof?
Nope, she's right there.
The
I don't-
fuck? Wait,
Oh wait, I have her invisible. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
say, she's
Bop.
really tiny.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
She's
Oh.
stone cold
Big titty
fuck,
goth
sorry.
GF.
She's like,
Who are you referring to as a garbage man?
your green friend.
Can I start moving from the group
Wait.
right now?
Yes, you can.
Green. Wait, which one of us is green?
Look
What?
over at Zaz. She's speaking to you, Zaz.
I'm gonna just walk forward.
I will come up behind you.
I'll walk beside him.
We heard you exploded a woman.
That's not really a nice thing to do.
But boy, was it entertaining. So
Why
what?
are you here?
I mean, I wish I could answer your question. I'd like to ask the same question to your little sanitation engineer.
I'm gonna raise my shield.
Ooh, fungus and mold and moss.
I'm gonna point at her.
Could you be more
You?
clear?
Just and then invasion of the body snatchers just. You just It's like, and what are you gonna do? Take out my garbage?
Now here's this thing where spores kind of surround him, and then people get hurt by it.
And this
Oh,
weird cube thing that he
interesting.
just absorbs things.
I'm very familiar with his kind.
Oops.
I'm gonna shout at her, like, "What's your name?" Because I can't actually shout because there's people like outside.
Stage shout, my friend.
What's yours?
We asked you first.
Shut up.
We asked you first.
Does Fogthair know you're here?
What is your name?
She's not moving.
I want to know what to tell the rest of those rat dog pigs who I killed. What is your name?
And with that, she is going to, let's see here, shoot a beam of red energy
Oh god.
at one at Zaz, one at Mo, and one at Alaster.
God damn it! Every time.
This is Eldritch Blast.
That's me. That's my thing.
Hey.
That's an 18 to hit on Zaz.
That is it.
That is I'm doing quick math. A 22 to hit on Alaster,
That hits.
and a 12 to hit on Mo.
Does not hit.
All right. So,
God damn it.
Zaz, you take 6 points of Eldritch Blast damage.
Eldritch
and-
Blast.
Alaster, you take 7 points.
I
And
just healed this.
I need you all to roll for initiative, please.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. This initiative brought to you by Subway.
We can never just have a fun time.
No.
Oh, too nice.
Oh, not much better.
Hello, Darkest Dungeon.
All right.
Oh, don't tell me that Clark's going first again.
Oh, she's low too. Let's see if she has a bone. No, she doesn't. Okay. So, 20 to 25. Anybody?
Crickets.
Nothing. Okay. 15 to 20.
Nope.
More crickets.
Really?
Really?
I rolled
Jesus.
a 2.
Christ.
I rolled
Okay.
a 4.
Christ
10
on
to
a cracker.
15.
12.
14.
And 12. Ooh, so Quirren with a 14. Zaz with a 12. All right. 5 to 10. Really?
No.
6.
6. Okay, I was gonna say, oh my god, guys.
Blaster has a 9.
Oh,
No.
Aren't
How
you
do I have a
not?
No, no, no,
No,
he's
that
got
was
a 2.
Sorry,
previous roll.
I'm looking the one before. Sorry.
and then less than 5.
2.
Mo. Okay. God damn, guys. So, top of the round. Quirren, you're up. What would you like to do?
25.
Hold on, is your name is just Quirren, comma Jesus people?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
I don't think I can do anything. Give me a sec here. Let me see my range. Nope, I can't do shit, so I'll just wait.
Move and wait.
Yep.
Are you holding an action or anything like that?
This is like a rock up here.
That's actually the tree stump. So you're in the shade of the tree right now, and that's just where the tree trunk is.
Okay, I'm just gonna tuck myself behind there.
All right. I figured out how to do trees real good now.
Yeah, that's nice.
All right, Zaz, your turn.
Yep.
Zaz, what are you doing?
Fucking right, it's my turn. Running up. And I'm going to... I'm just going to go straight into it. I'm going to cast a second level Moonbeam.
Oh, fuck. All right. So, second level Moonbeam, eh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, give me 1 second here. Change to token. And where are you putting him?
I love the range on this thing.
Right on top of him.
Oh, man. Okay, so we got Moonbeam up. And that's second level, and that counts as it just entering. So second level Moonbeam is how much damage?
Second level is going to be 3d10.
Oh my god, go ahead and roll.
And it's going to be on a con 14.
Yes, right, I have to make the save. What is the con save on this? This is a stat block I'm not familiar with, so I do apologize. Okay. Con 14, I rolled a 14! So she succeeds on the save. So I take half damage.
Is
So,
it round?
8. It rounds up, yeah. So 8 points of damage. All right. So as the blast happens, 1 sec, just doing a bit of math here. That's actually quite a bit. She kind of steps forward, and Quirren, you kind of run forward and hunker down behind the trees. As you step forward like a badass, and just she kind of almost seems ready for it. Just kind of takes it, kind of tilts her head in that sadistic, almost cracks her neck way. He goes, "Cute. The garbage man has tricks."
He's not a garbage man. He's a wonderful elven gentleman, I suppose.
Not now.
Zaz, it's the end of your turn.
Regretfully.
All right, Zane, you're up. What would you like to do?
I would like to. How much can you move?
So you have your movement, which I believe for you is 30 feet, but then you can use your action to dash, which would
Yeah.
be move your full movement again. So you can move a total of 60 this turn. If you
Okay,
need to.
that's what I want to do.
Okay.
I want to move up to here.
Okay.
And
That-
let me
Unless you have a
see
bonus
here.
action.
No, I can't prepare anything, can I?
No, unfortunately, your action was dashing.
Okay, cool. I'm
All
done.
right. All right, Mo, you're up. What would you like to do?
Woo! She rolled horribly.
She did, yes.
I'm gonna move my 30 feet,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna dash again, and kind
Okay.
of go behind the tree and just have my weapons out because I don't. That's a goofy thing. So
Okay, you're just kind of preparing.
yeah, I'm
Okay.
because I can't bonus action spell.
Okay, so just reading up on something here because it is now the Blood Witch's turn.
That's not a miss.
Okay. So she is going to look at you, Zaz,
Mhm.
and go, "Your little spell doesn't hurt me." As she fails the saving throw.
Wow.
I'm the smartest
Go
man
ahead and
alive.
roll your
Oh
damage
god!
on that one.
Didn't hurt, bleeds.
I was hoping that was going to be badass. So yeah, you get to roll damage on that.
Yep.
Oh, god damn, 19 points of damage. Kind of see your twin twitch a little. She's gonna kind of look at you, and she's just gonna kind of twist her finger a little bit. You kind of feel this black-red energy circle over your body, Zaz. You're familiar with this. You've learned about it. This is Hex. Okay? So just so I will read Hex to you. Place a curse on a creature you can see within range. Until the spell ends, you deal 1d6 necrotic damage, extra 1d6 necrotic damage, to the target whenever you hit it with an attack. Also choose one ability when you cast a spell. The target has disadvantage on ability checks made with that chosen ability. I'm going to say acrobatics. Okay. If the target drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn of yours to curse a new creature. A remove curse cast on the target ends this spell earlier. Okay, just so you're aware of what's going on, so I'm going to mark you.
Yep.
I just have to get the halo on you here.
Hex.
Kitty. Hex.
And the moonbeam cast cat.
All right, and then she's twirled her finger, and you feel it around you. I need you to make a charisma saving throw, please.
Really?
12. So as she kind of looks at you and stops twirling her finger, she kind of points to one side seductively, and you all of a sudden just feel your body tense up as you begin walking towards the water.
Okay.
Okay,
With
I
that,
guess.
she's going to end her turn. Alastair, you're up. What would you like to do?
Alastair is going to move his 30. Actually, he's going to dash
Okay.
and not do anything because he can't do anything at that distance. Hey, you! Get over here, I suppose.
She's still
Oh my
focused
God.
on Zaz. She's not worried about the rest of you. Top of the round. Quirren, you're up. What would you like to do?
Oh, well, I am. Ready. Boop-a-doop-boop-a-doop-boop-a-doop. I'm going to put my head out slightly and hit it with a sacred flame.
That's a saving throw of what, sorry?
Dex, 15.
15 dex. Ooh. That's an 8.
Yay! Six damage.
6 points of damage. So as she's focused heavily on Zaz, there's as the gray flame kind of covers her body, she's still focused, and she kind of turns with the same sadistic, and she goes, "Oh, another little performer that joins our circus."
And right back behind the tree.
All right. Zaz, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm going to move back where I was. Asshole. And I'm gonna use my action to prolong, continue the moonbeam. Like,
Okay.
just keeping it there because she hasn't moved.
Yes. Does that count as another casting damage of it, or no?
No, it's just or no, it doesn't continue the damage. It's just in order for me to move it.
Concentration.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. Zane, you're up. What would you like to do?
Alright, let me just check my range. Alright. You know, I wasn't gonna do this, but I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Go ahead and you're at 2 beams right now, right?
Yes.
So you have to cast 2 spell attacks.
Okay.
You roll to hit twice.
Okay. One more time for clarification, Tanner. Sorry, this is a stupid question to ask right now.
Oh, that's fine.
How do I roll? I use a +6. Where is that?
It'd be a +4 because you're not holding the your Rod of the Pact Keeper.
Right.
So you just roll 2d20 +4, and I'll be able to do the math to kind of figure out what your rolls actually are, instead of you rolling a whole bunch of those. Both of those hit though, so go ahead and roll your 2d10 +4. Oh, sorry, 2d10 +8 is what you'll be doing damage-wise.
Goddamn warlocks.
Holy fuck!
Eldritch Witch Bolt Blast.
So there's a and she kind of turns and she goes, "Oh, would you look at you? Somebody else has a little pact Isn't that cute? Is that end your turn?
I blush. No, I'm kidding. Oh. Yeah, that ends my turn. Ooh.
Okay. That brings us to Mo. Mo, what are you doing?
Hmm. I don't know what she's about, so I'm just gonna cast Chill Touch.
Okay, that's a spell attack to hit, correct?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll for that.
Which that's what's my okay. $11.
11 does not hit. So as you kind of cast it out, it kind of goes wide, and she goes, "Oh, cute. A little bit of blue for me." Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
All right. So, with that, she's going to suddenly kind of levitate, and as she's levitating, she's going to save against Moonbeam, so that's half damage. She kind
This
of
time it
rises
doesn't
up-
hurt me.
That's half.
8 damage.
She kind of rises, she kind of twitches. She goes, "Well, aren't all of you incredibly annoying?" And she's going to cast Circle of Death. So just read that to you guys. A sphere of negative energy ripples out in a 60-foot radius sphere from a point within range. Each creature in that area must make a Constitution saving throw against the spell DC. A target takes 8d6 necrotic damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. So if you can all roll, because you're all within the circle, con saving throw, please.
This is a magical effect, yes?
It is.
Alright, I get advantage.
Yes, you do.
Oh shit! What happened?
14. Oh, shit!
And I got I've got a fucking disgusting plus to that.
You do.
So who's got advantage, sorry?
I do.
Yeah, because of his shield.
13, apparently.
Damn it.
Ooh,
So
Zach.
Zane, you save, so you're gonna take half this damage.
Shit.
I have to roll 8d6.
Oh no, this isn't good.
This is no good.
Oh no, this is no good. 19. Oh, sweet merciful Christ. 20, 26, 20. So that's 28 points of damage to everyone except for Zane. You take 14.
I'm down.
Oh. I'm sorry, how much? 14?
You take 14. Quirren's down. So we'll just mark you.
Yikes.
One
Wait,
fucking
how
hit.
How much should we take?
28.
28.
Yikes.
Oh, fuck.
And then with her bonus action,
Oh no.
she's gonna look at Zaz and go, "You don't listen to what you're told, do you?" And she's gonna march you up like this, right on the edge of this cliff, and just be like, "You should jump. Take out the trash, if you will." And that's gonna end her turn. Alastair, you are up.
Holy
Actually,
cow.
hold on 1 second. Zaz, you take an extra 1d6 from Hex. You take an extra point. I rolled a 1.
Okay.
All right, Alastair, you're up. What would you like to do?
I had a plan. Now I don't. I'm going to move. I'm going to touch Quirren and inappropriately, and pump 10 hit points into him from lay on hands.
All right.
And then I will use my bonus action to see which oh gosh. Which smite would I like to use today? Okay, well I'm going to load up branding smite so my Sword glows with radiant flames, and I'll look with fiery intensity into the Big Titty Goth GF.
Okay.
And that ends my turn.
Okay. Top of the round. That brings us to Quirren. Quirren, what are you doing?
I am going to cast False Life of myself at 3rd level, which gives me 1d4 plus 14.
All right.
Ooh.
16.
All right. You should almost be back to full now.
I am a little bit past full.
Fuck.
Those temporary hit points.
Yep.
You have no health at all, do you?
No. My max is 23.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
I'm sitting at a paltry 14 out of 49 right now.
Man, I'm
Good to know.
22 out of 50.
And let's see here if I have any bonus action. Nope.
Okay. Next up is Zaz. What are you doing?
Declump. Declump.
35. I'm gonna actually have to use my action to do my wild shape thing so I get my spores out.
Okay.
And in doing so, I get 20 temporary hit points, because
Because spores and shit.
real bad.
Mm-hmm.
Because them druids.
And yeah, Moonbeam is done because I'm not maintaining it. Because
Yes, that's right.
In wild shape, so that's done. However, as soon as she's up in a boat, she's gonna
Let
get
me just move
more.
that. Get Moonbeam out of here. I'll just move. I clicked on something I shouldn't have clicked. I'll just move this off to the side there just in case.
Okay.
Alright. So your wild shape's up. Is that an action or a bonus?
It's an action.
Okay. That was bonus. Alright. Is that end your turn?
Yep.
Okay. It is now Zane's turn. Zane, what are you doing?
Christ almighty. Alright. Here's my movement. Oh dear God!
Hit it without witch bolt.
Or that Eldritch Blast.
No, I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast. I'm sorry.
Both beams at the Blood Witch?
Yes.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Don't. It doesn't feel right. The 17 hits, the 8 doesn't. So you roll 1d10 plus 4 for damage. Ooh.
Nice.
So as she's hit, her focus turns away from Zaz and goes, "Well, aren't you a fucking little monster?" And she fires something back, and there's ice surrounds you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Alright, one moment.
Man, my heart's pumping.
17 doesn't save. Not
Does
against
it?
this.
Does it?
So you take 6. Oh, that's funny. You take 8. You take 18 points of fire damage.
18?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Zane, do you got anything else?
Nah, I got nothing, son.
All right. Mo, it's your turn. What are you doing?
I'm gonna use my full move. Yeah, I'm gonna. Fuck. Fuck it. I'll move and dash, but.
Okay. Just trying to get up front there?
Yeah.
Okay. You run up next to her. She's done focusing with Zane. She's kind of facing back at Zaz. She's kind of looking at her. Anything else from you, Mo?
That's it. I don't know.
All right. So now the Blood Witch, she's going to make the saving throw for the spores. Is it a con?
Yep.
It's a 14,
Okay.
which I don't believe saves.
It doesn't save.
14 was what
Yeah,
she
it's a-
rolled.
It's a con of 14, so that's.
Oh no, then she does save. Sorry, I thought it was 16. Oh, that's your passive perception. Sorry. Yeah, so she saves, and she's going. Give me 1 second. I have an idea here. Be easier if I had the book in front of me, but it's across the room, so you're gonna have to bear with me.
There's a bear with you?
Yes.
Is Zaz gonna die? Will Quirren find out about his mother's something?
I literally just tweeted something so similar to that.
Let's see here. Okay. She's going to look at you, Zaz, and go, personally, I suggest you attack your friends. We're allies.
That's a bad.
We're from the same place. I need you
Oh,
to
here we go.
just make sure wisdom saving throw. As she casts suggestion.
Is that a charm spell?
I believe it is. Are you
Okay.
immune to being charmed?
No, but I have advantage.
Well,
Nice.
there you go. Oh, yes. Your staff of charming. That's right. That's right. That should give you advantage.
And what kind of saving throw is it?
Wisdom.
Ah, tight. It's my best one.
It is.
I almost rolled 2d206s.
Oh, God. You would have
Two.
succeeded, probably. Still fails.
21.
Advantage? Yeah. You succeed. She kind of goes, if you're not going to listen, then you can at least get away from me. And she's going to move you. Oh, she really wants to throw you off this fucking cliff.
The worst
Yeah, I
game of
gathered.
back and forth I've ever seen.
All right. She's going to end her turn. Alastair, you are up. What would you like to do?
I'm.
Come on, battle buddy.
Battle buddy.
I can only move this far. Fuck. Can't really do much. I'm going to move up. I gotta read this. I'm gonna move here, and I still have smite up, but I am going to cast Channel Divinity, Oath of Vengeance, the Vow of Enmity, which
Okay, read that, please.
actually, well, I have an action, so I can get right up there. It's as a bonus action, you can choose a creature within 10 feet, so I'll have to dash anyway, and gain advantage on attack rolls against it for 1 minute or until it drops to 0 HP.
Okay. Run up and give yourself advantage. Oh, excuse me.
There. So that I don't have an action, but I have this Vow of Enmity.
So you will have advantage going forward.
Yes, for the next
All right.
minute.
You walk up and she goes, "Well, aren't you a pretty one?" She's very attractive. Just putting that out there. Top of the round, Quirren, you're up. What would you like to do?
Cry softly, poke out behind the tree, and shoot a Sacred Flame.
All right. What's the saving throw again? I'm sorry. There's
No worries, Dex 15.
It's a 12.
Yeah!
5th level, guys. It's rough.
She's
10
looking
damage.
pretty. So with that, she's looking. She goes, "Well, aren't you a pretty one?" And suddenly, Alastair, as you run up, ready to strike, you see her just as flames just kind of shoot up her face.
I have an effect on some people.
She starts going limp, and she kind of falls on you, Alastair, and she goes, "Well, at least I didn't die to the gall."
Wait, what?
To the goal.
She was gonna say garbage man.
And with that, we are out of combat.
I didn't even get to slash at her. This is bullshit.
She's a spellcaster.
And I know for a fact how squishy they can be.
You opened her up like a Ziploc bag.
As she
Aww.
Why is Quirren always the one that kills all the shit? I'm going to, as her body comes down in a show of power and radiant rage, just basically cleave her body in half.
Okay.
Well,
It's bloody.
Just right in the center mass. Fuck, I really wanted to just get that big damage hit off, and I couldn't even get up there.
So she's dead, right?
Oh, she's dead.
Immediately run up to her corpse and go through her shit.
Yeah, I was gonna
I'm
say.
immediately
cool
going through.
search.
I'm pushing people aside. Like I said.
Okay.
Zaz, how does she know you? What is going on?
Zaz, investigation check, please.
And can I go inside the house?
You can, yeah. If you'd like to make an
It's-
investigation
it's-
check in there.
Yeah.
It's a house.
15?
15.
Okay. So, Zaz, as you're kind of going through her corpse, you find
Fuck.
you find a small pouch with some coins.
Mhm.
You found approximately maybe 4 gold, 10 silver. Just some pretty, not a lot. She looks like was kind of caught off guard. She doesn't have a lot on her person. You find a longsword, beautifully crafted. You recognize its craftsmanship immediately,
Mhm.
as well as you find all over her body, and as well as a small handheld emblem, a symbol you recognize. Are you hiding the emblem, or you know what, Mo and Alastair? I need you guys to make perception checks to see if you see Zaz pull it out. I think it's the only fair way to do it. Quirren, what you see is just kind of a boathouse, but it looks like she's set up camp in here. There's kind of like a bench is pushed together as like a bed.
Ooh, that's good.
Zaz, are you trying to hide the emblem?
No.
Okay, so Mo, you see it. Give me 1 second. It's an object. It's now on your screen.
Okay.
Ooh.
Have I?
Make an Arcana or a History check.
It looks like a mask or either two goat people kissing.
it's not
Maybe
a
they're
Rorschach.
two people with flat faces and like the eye holes are their ears.
Guys, it's not a Rorschach.
I see a butterfly.
Well, I guess it doesn't really matter.
see
Both
me
those
doing my
saves are the
mom.
same. So
I see me doing Quirren's mom.
I see him being crushed by her
Ooh.
thighs.
Oh hell yeah!
21. Mo, you've done some study. I set the DC to 20 actually. So rolling a 19 plus 2. You've done some study. There has been cases of these similar emblems to this, similar make, not this symbology, but similar emblems. There has been cases of them appearing with people, people who are very quiet, but the reports have only come over the last maybe couple of years. It's just kind of a whisper, but you definitely recognize the style of emblem here.
So, just to kind of paraphrase in my own words, I've reports of these people with these
Reports of
emblems
these emblems, not the people.
have
The
been-
people are varied, but just people
Okay.
have been around with an emblem made like this. Yes.
but very quiet, very.
Yep.
I've heard rumors of this, but I don't. What is it, Zaz?
It's an emblem. It's from a group of bounty hunters.
And I assume you two are from the same place, but are you a rival of theirs or something? A different tribe?
Well, if it wasn't apparent at first, we weren't really friends.
I don't want to.
Is there anything else on our body?
Apart from lots of metal armor,
Because Zaz would be looking like he is feverishly looking for any kind of thing that would seem out of place, like something I wouldn't expect. her to
all
have.
in all,
or-
from what you can tell, she looks unprepared to be traveling in the wilderness.
Okay. I'm just gonna grab all the stuff off her body,
Yep.
especially that locket. It's a locket, right?
It's kind of like it's about the size of a locket. It's more like an emblem. It's just kind of almost like a necklace with the piece on it.
Okay, I'm taking that. And the longsword. That was pretty much it, right?
Yep, and then some gold.
Okay. Someone else can take their gold because I'm taking all the items. That's only fair.
It is 4 gold, 10 silver. Whoever wants to grab that.
Where's she from? She
No one else. It was just the kids that saw her, right? No one.
Yep.
Well, I guess the old lady's dead, so
Yeah, the old lady's gone.
she probably saw her at some point, and then But
did I
Um,
see? You did say that the albino girl was hiding, and that we
Yeah,
saw
she's
that
kind of poking out, and she's kind of slowly walking towards you all, taking her time.
I'm gonna
It's
go
a long
meet her.
walk.
It's safe. You can. Oh, I see her like approaching
Yeah.
in the distance.
She kind of walks up.
Where did she come from? Where did this woman come from?
She was in the boathouse,
She was waiting,
sleeping.
so you surprised her.
I think we scared her.
Was there anyone else?
There was. It looked like a clown went running.
Where did the clown go?
Uh.
Point on my map.
She kind of points like she points in the direction the opposite side of the house where you guys are currently standing on the map. She goes, he ran off that way. He looked more scared than her.
Okay. All right.
You get visions when you touch people, correct?
Yeah. My daddy says I'm a seer. It's really rare, and the last seer reported is currently the queen.
They come back out of the house now.
Can you does it work on the recently deceased?
Uh-huh.
Can you touch that woman and tell us what you see?
I'm gonna cast Moonbeam on the corpse.
Zaz,
Okay.
what are you doing?
I'm not gonna answer. I'm casting Moonbeam on the corpse. I'm eradicating that fucking thing.
Zaz! What are you hiding from us?
Do I still roll for it, or no? I guess
No, I'm gonna say she's not saving any saving throws currently. It's slowly burning.
Oh, it's slow. Fuck.
Yeah, well, it's doing damage, right? So it's.
I was
Um,
hoping for more of an inferno and not an easy bake oven, but yeah.
I would say that me raising my voice was an intimidation check, but that's up to you.
I really can't do that with players. Like,
Yeah,
he
that's
could
fair.
be, I could say, it's like, yo, Jordan, you're intimidated. He'd be like, well, no. So,
Dang.
That's gonna do what he wants.
All right. As she's like burning, I'm gonna kind of like deviate my attention and just look around everyone else.
Oh shit.
I'll explain, but not right now. This needs to go away. And we gotta get her back.
Why?
I'm not gonna explain right now. She needs to go away. We're going back.
Gonna shoot a sacred flame at it just to speed up the process.
Thank you. If anyone else wants to help me burn this corpse, please, by all means.
Come on, an old-fashioned
That's
corpse
good.
burning.
what's
I
that
just
saying?
start-
Fire is my whole shit, but I really, really want to know what she saw.
Zane, you've been trying to say something? What's up?
Shouldn't this other guy be of concern?
Well, he's
A
already run
clown
off
in
for
the
now.
woods.
Unless one of us has an animal that can go run around, it's not like. Zaz, I
Um,
understand that you said that you'll tell us later, but how How dangerous of a situation is this?
Well, it's enough for me to tell you later.
She kind of Avandra kind of pulls on your armor,
Mhm.
and she like kind of gestures you to come down.
Mhm.
She whispers in your ear. She goes, "I'm actually the one who woke her up, and I shook her arm, and I've already seen things. Should I tell the others?"
I'm gonna whisper and make sure that I can do the best I can. That's just me and her.
Yeah.
As much as I can hope. Just like
Yeah, but
don't
it's
tell anyone.
Okay, it's our secret.
Thanks.
He's scary.
Mhm.
Let's get her back safe.
How'd the funeral go?
I don't know. We weren't there for long.
It was kind
It
of
was a bunch of gems. That's the last I remember it.
Cassie's very rich. She's probably got like diamonds worth like thousands of gold.
He's dead now.
Now somebody tells us. How does that corpse look?
It's slowly getting there. She kind of walks by. She goes, "Why don't you guys just put it in the lake?"
You wanted to burn it.
Burn it.
Okay. Well, I just think, it's easier to find ashes than it is to find something at the bottom of the lake. But I'm just.
She does have a point. Why don't we put it in the lake and?
It is already
Let it-
burning.
Because I'd rather scatter ashes than like fish shit.
I mean, you would just be
Yeah.
feeding it. Check.
Yeah, I'm tempted to. But Zane would also have to make a saving throw for Moonbeam if Zane chose to do that.
Didn't you thaumaturgy it?
I don't
Yeah,
think you can
maybe-
thaumaturgy a body into a
No
lake.
fucking
I
way.
know Mage Hand doesn't have a lot of strength, but can I slowly drag the body?
105 feet. Yeah.
Mage Hand can't lift things more than 5 pounds. Or 10
Yeah,
pounds.
that's why I'm saying I can drag her.
You couldn't even move her. Funny, I do appreciate. I would rule of cool it, but I'm not letting Mage Hand fucking carry boulders, like because that's what it will escalate to.
It's not a boulder, it's a sandwich.
Wait, but she's not a
Okay,
whole
back.
person. Can the mage hand move the chunks?
Oh, she is in half. That's right. No,
Doesn't she weigh less than a duck?
no.
Because she's a witch.
We are not arguing semantics over this. The body is burning.
I'm trying to burn it.
Does she weigh the same as some very small rocks?
Anywho,
She turned
anyone,
me into a newt.
I
anyone,
got better.
Yes,
anyone. Okay. Thank you. Anyone here that can cast spells? I think that's all of you.
Yeah.
Could I get you all to make an Arcana check, looking at the flames?
Ready to see this -1 in action.
Is that me too?
7.
20.
Yes, Zaz, you as well. Okay. Quirren and Zane. The flames seem to be almost dancing, like it's a performance. Like very, very rhythmic and moving. And with both of you over 20, you both get a heavy sense of something abyssal. But not the abyssal from before.
Are we talking like? I
Like,
was gonna try to
like
make a
same,
joke out of this,
same,
but-
But
same,
different.
but different, but still same.
Sorry,
Abyssal,
what?
just like a
I
different
really like the
neighborhood.
way you explained that.
Yeah, thank you.
Like, are we talking about from the ghetto abyssal? Or are we talking from like
Like,
the
same
the
place, different
waterfront
sect.
abyssal?
Like same price,
Same,
different tech?
same. Yeah, it's kind of like the difference between if Canada was the abyss, it's the difference between like Saskatchewan and Alberta. It's technically still Canada, but it's different still. It's not
So
the
does
same.
does
It's
this
unholy.
does this abyss have shit roads? Because that's pretty much the.
Yes.
Oh, it's
Yes.
Saskatchewan then.
Alright, we're just sitting here watching this body burn. I'm gonna start walking.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the little girl's hand and start walking her back.
Okay. Walking down, you're holding her hand. She looks up at you and goes, "So it was scary, wasn't it?
What was scary?
Being dead?"
It was very scary, but for a moment, it was exactly what I needed, and I'm sure you saw until I was trapped in that horrible rage barrier, and I couldn't get out. That was terrifying.
She kind of pauses. "Do you know what that was?"
No, I don't. I know I didn't like it, and I know that I would have much rather been at the seat of Bahamut.
She kind of goes, "Well, it was his." And he points at Quirren, and she points at Quirren.
It was his what?
"It was his god. He killed you."
It was Bane?
"That's not
It was
Bane.
Akron?
That's not Bane.
Fucking albino child.
What?
Bane. I've read books. Bane is in a hall of like swords and axes, and it's all iron and shiny, and he sits on a throne of skulls."
Then what? Then what was his god? Who's that?
"I don't know, but he's scary."
Well, I hope you never. I hope you never have to meet that god.
Me
Um,
either. It's just screaming in pain.
And I feel really bad for our friend Quirren. If that is who he chooses to side with. But let's get you back to your father.
At this point, you're kind of coming down the hill, and everyone's like, "Hey!" Just kind of applause, like, "Oh, they did it!" It's like Evangel's like, "I'm saved." It's like
She was
everyone's like,
very
"Yay!"
brave. Very, very brave.
And your father runs up and goes, "Oh, Evangel, I was so scared." He looks up and goes, "So who was up there? What was up there? Do we need another funeral? Did someone finally go mad?"
No, it
Not
was
one of your people.
it was an outsider. It was, but it's dealt with. There's nothing to worry about.
Well, there does need to be another funeral.
Well, the body is
Mm,
being burnt. Well,
I'm
it
not
is,
talking about the Blood Witch.
The old lady.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about the
Oh,
witch.
right.
but she went
The-
poof.
An
Yeah,
honorary funeral.
she was liquefied. The entire crowd's like, like in unison, almost comically. She goes, "It was horrible. I've seen terrible things." It's like just completely deadpan. The crowd's like, "God, that child's horrifying."
So I do suppose that the elderly woman will need another funeral, and it also seems like we've brought quite a bit of death to your quiet little town.
At that point, you hear Karamat in the back, like, "Don't worry, it's usually like this."
It's usually like this. Why does anyone stay here?
There's kind of a
Data's town.
You could go You could go to Dragontail. You could go up to, God knows where. You could go to Dunwich. You could go to Eastcliff or Briar Glen. Well, maybe not Briar Glen.
everyone's just kind of silent.
Why would you stay in a place that people come and die? Why would you submit your lives to this? It's not. It doesn't make any sense.
There's no money here. There's just trade. It's like,
Yes, but
oh yeah, that's yeah.
Yes, but you can you can give your services and goods in exchange for money. That's how economies work.
Just kind of a pause. Well, this is our home. And that's Vandra's dad talking.
And it won't be your home much longer if this keeps happening.
I believe it
And
is
I'll
their
talk-
choice
it's
to
just-
stay.
I'll talk right to Evandra's dad, and I'll be like, She's very talented and very gifted, and you shouldn't hide her from the world. I think you should take her to Dragontail.
Kind of pauses. She goes, I want to go to Dragontail. I want to meet the queen. So, we'll meet the queen. She goes, okay. I'll take her to Dragontail only because she's special, not because we're leaving. Ashbourne
Exactly.
is our home. Quirren,
Yep.
while all of this is happening, can you make a perception check for me?
Sure. Boop. Boop. Boop.
So this is an aside while you've been yes. This is an aside while Alastair has been making his whole speech.
Yep.
Quirren, from one of the trees a little bit back, you hear a psst. Quirren.
Look back. What do I
In
see?
the flourish of green leaves, you see a strike of blue.
Hey! I'm gonna walk over.
Listen, I'm not here.
Mm-hmm.
Robbing funerals, not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
But that Carver girl, she's got going.
Mm-hmm.
And if you make a distraction, I'll swoop in and I'm gonna grab that bag of gems.
Hmm.
And I'll give you a couple.
I need a diamond.
I can do a diamond, but we've been casing her for a while.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna tromp over back to where the group is.
All right. So, Alastair, you're making your big, lecturing the entire town about fuck this place.
Home, even though this is your home, it's a place. Home is in your heart with your family and things that you care about. It's not a place with a bunch of trees and dead people.
And
where
with
people
that,
die
we'll
all the
get
time.
back to the funeral. Now that the children are saved, everyone applaud our very loud half-orc friend. There's just general applause. Yes. Now, where were we?
And I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon behind everybody away from the funeral.
Okay. Just.
Yep.
And everyone's like, "Ah!" And they all just haul ass. Okay. Everyone in the party, you know what his spiritual weapon is. Everyone else, they're pretty jumpy at this point, and they're all just fucking out of there. And what all of you see, and Alastair, you feel, because he makes a point to fly right past your head, is you see Cooper go and grab the bag of gems that was at the base of the tree and just keep flying.
That fucking bird! I'll fucking kill you yet, I swear to Bahamut!
Hi, Cooper.
Bye, Quirren.
I'm gonna dispel my fucking top.
God damn it, John.
God,
you
I
didn't
hate
get
this
anything.
town.
What's that, Scott?
You didn't get anything.
Eh.
He cheated you.
Suddenly, as all of this is happening and everyone leaves, you hear the footfalls of tiny little padded feet. As the gnolls that you encountered prior to entering Ashbourne have just surrounded the tree and are just grabbing clothes, they're grabbing tools. You see one of them there is looking at a half-finished statue that Cassie had carved out of ash and kind of breaks the arm off, is kind of putting it on a stump. Just trying to affix a little pseudo thing. He kind of looks over at Zaz and lifts the stump with this rigid arm and kind of moves it back and forth as if it waves. It's not pleasant. That's pretty unnerving.
I'm gonna wave back.
Is the elder there?
The elder's actually standing directly behind Yumo, silently.
Oh, you
Fuck!
you should really warn people before you go. I have a question. You've been here for some time. The elder speaks. Doesn't the elder? Oh, the elder understands common,
Mm-hmm.
but he doesn't speak it. I. Okay, yeah. Sorry, it took me a second to remember that.
Yep, no
Um,
worries.
The boathouse by the lake. You've been there, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was in there? One of them. We killed one of them. It killed a woman from the town, but something about a clown. Do you know what a clown is?
Mm-hmm.
Zaz?
Hmm?
I think the gnolls might be rather useful in our endeavor of finding that clown.
Zaz, because you have the highest passive perception, at this point, the gnolls, all their ears perk up. And they stop. And they look around as if they've just heard something. And they all kind of grab stuff. And they start heading up the hill. And at this point, you kind of realize with where the sun is behind the trees, it's kind of getting darkish in the woods. There's lots of shadows. It's not evening by any means. It's only about maybe 1, 2 o'clock, but a dark shadow has fallen over the orchard. And you all swear at that point you hear a woman crying. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Fuck!
Oh.
And another session I didn't get to do fucking anything with my goddamn unicorn horn.
Well, the carver's dead, man.
I know! I was like, god damn it!
If it was gonna be me, I was gonna try and keep her alive. I wanted information before I killed her.
Yeah, I was gonna use my smite, and then if that didn't kill her, I was gonna try and do non-lethal attacks.
That's the lowest my HP's been. I was at 1 before I got the 10 hit points.
Whoa!
Fucking wild shape for the save.
Good session, guys.
Fuck.
I couldn't do a goddamn thing, and then Quirren fucking kills him again.
Like normal.
That seems to be. I think Quirren has the most overall kills.
Yep,
Yeah.
Quirren has the most overall. I have
I've
second.
got a couple.
Okay, but I know we ended, and I'll have to make a note of it for now. Did we see Bahnoon when we came back?
No.
Bitch.
That lying bitch.
Are we still live, John?